Hey everybody, it's Dan. Thanks for joining me on Gematria or Gematria today. For those that don't know, and there's a lot of people who don't, and that in itself is interesting that people don't know about this ancient occult Kabbalistic practice called Gematria or Gematria. It's an alphanumeric code of assigning a numerical value to a name, word, or phrase based on its letters. A single word can yield multiple values depending on the cipher used. So if we look at their little chart here, Aleph is 1, Bet is 2, Gimel 3, Daleth 4, Heh 5. This ancient Kabbalistic practice is being used today because this practice got into everything. This code of numbers and letters and also days on the calendar very numerical. These became part of everything. There's a calculator here called Gematrinator at gematrinator.com, developed by Derek. Simply, it's the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4, etc. Z is 26. That's called the English ordinal method. Then there's something called reduction, where everything is reduced to a single digit. So instead of Z being 26, Z is 8. 2 plus 6 is 8. Just put it in here. Z is 8. And then there's something called reverse, where instead of Z being 26, Z is 1. Just like A would be 26, and reduction is the same thing here. So these are the 4 base ciphers. This is all you need. There are many different ciphers. If you go to this chart, there's a ton of different ciphers, and they're all based on the same thing. So a lot of them are relevant, but I think we're just going to keep it simple and keep it to the 4 base ciphers. Probably use the S exception, which is called the single reduction, where S is 10. You look at S, the 19th letter of the alphabet, gets reduced fully to 1. 1 and 9 is 10. That's called the S reduction. In reverse, it's 8. It's the 8th letter of the alphabet. So your news is coded. Everything is coded with this. Your sports is coded. There was a story yesterday or the 17th about an emotional Michael Jordan unveils first of 2 medical clinics in Charlotte. So in Charlotte, North Carolina, here's the story from ESPN. An emotional Michael Jordan unveiled the first of 2 medical clinics he and his family funded to provide care to underprivileged members of the community. I got to mention that he's a 6-time NBA champion, and Charlotte Hornets owner was on hand Thursday for the grand opening of the $7 million Novant Health Medical Jordan Family Medical Clinic. Wow, what a very long title. I wonder how that's going to fit on the building. Anyway, tears streamed down Jordan's cheeks as he said, "This is a very emotional thing for me to be able to give back to a community that has supported me over the years." Keep in mind that Michael Jordan is an actor. He's definitely a talented basketball player, but there's something in the NBA called the Jordan rules, where Jordan would go drive in to score a basket and invariably get fouled all the time. And people would openly complain about it, that he got the lion's share of the calls because he was the big star of the league, and that's why he won so many championships. And it's true. The Jordan, image, picked up after Larry Bird and Michael and Magic Johnson kind of waned a little bit. And he was the standard bearer of the league, the face of the league, they can say. So anyway, you notice here this tweet from Novant Health or whoever this is from. And here's the address. I didn't look at the address, but it says 12/17 on October 17th. Interesting. And 113 people are talking about this. I just noticed that. And that's interesting because if you write out Michael Jordan in Gematria, Michael Jordan equals 113. And 113 people are talking about it. Wow. Just another coincidence, I guess. Right? So the clinic is located in a lower income section of the city, will provide vital access to primary and preventive care to individuals in the community, including those who are uninsured or underinsured. Jordan vowed to do more, saying, "This is just the start of a battle of being able to touch as many people as we can." It's always a battle, right? It's always war. War on drugs, war on cancer, battle. So he first announced the 7 million gift in 2017. Why is that interesting? 7 million 2017. Well, if you go to number properties here, 17 is the 7th prime number. So it's funny that they should pair those, 2017, $7 million. Anyway, let's get to the decode here. So 2017 is also 217. Because if you don't count the 0, like his birthday, he was born on February 17th. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you. Michael Jordan. Here he is, born February 17th, 1963. Right? Also known by his initials MJ. Here's MJ. Oops, that was just J. MJ, what number did he wear? Number 23. So, just like his birthday. So this number is going to pop up again. So I also noticed that, if you say emotional Michael Jordan, all the headlines were talking about he was emotional. Some of them said emotional MJ. 62 like Jordan. This happened on a day with 46 numerology too. 10 plus 17 plus 19 is 46. He was emotional on that day. Anyway, I'm emotional right now. Emotional Michael Jordan. See that? 217. Just like he was born 2/17, just like he started this project in 2017. Jordan equals 100. See Jordan 100. Also 62 and 26, the God number. Jordan being compared to God. I don't know if you saw those articles. Anyway, emotional Michael Jordan. Here he was born, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, born February 17th, 63. So his quote, this is a very emotional thing for me. Right, in tears. Let's find out the gematria of this quote. And just plug it in. Equals 1090 and 460. We just mentioned this was on a day with 46 numerology. Don't count the 0. Why is 1090 interesting? Well, 1090 in numerology is 109. Mentioned to happen on a day with 46 numerology. Why is 109 interesting? Well, Michael Jeffrey Jordan equals 109. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you over here. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, 109. And it was very emotional for him, 1090. which is basically 109. Because in numerology, you don't bother with the zero, you drop them. So 109 is the 29th prime number. You look here, 109, click on it. There we go. It's the 29th prime number. And this happened on the 290th day of the year, 1017. I'll prove that as well. October 17th is the 290th day of the year. 75 days remain. And 290 is basically 29. You drop the zero. So that's interesting. This happened in Charlotte, North Carolina, which equals 250. Let's do this one. Charlotte, North Carolina, equals 250. See that? 250 is basically 25. You drop the zero. This was a medical clinic. He's opening a medical clinic. It equals 97. 97 is the 25th prime. Medical clinic, 97. 97, the 25th prime. Medical clinic, 97. This is so funny because death is 97 as well. Death in medical clinic. That's what happens in a lot of these hospitals. Thousands and thousands of deaths in hospitals. Also, when you write out Novant Health Family Michael Jordan Family Medical Clinic, which is a mouthful, that equals 250, like where it's located in Charlotte. See that? 250, like Charlotte, North Carolina. 250, 250. So great place for it to, an appropriate place for the building to be built. Right, everything by the numbers. He's the owner of the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets. Oops, you got to spell it right. Charlotte Hornets, 75. Why is that interesting? Well, October 17th leaves 75 days left in the end of the year. So, gotta have a story about the Charlotte Hornets. So if you just say the Novant Health Michael Jordan Family Medical Clinic, doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it? If you put that in there, because in the article it said the as well, that equals 449. And 449 is the 87th prime. And why is that interesting? Another link to Charlotte. Let's take this out. Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh wait, no, it's not Charlotte. It's Charlotte Hornet. It's a link to the team, my bad. Charlotte Hornets equals 87 as well. So this is 17 weeks and 4 days after his, say, 56th birthday. I don't know why that's interesting. Why is that interesting? Oh, hold on a second. So his birthday exactly 8 months after. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. I did it wrong. To his next birthday. Here we go. So 17 weeks and 4 days after his birthday, also 123 days. That's when this happened. February 17th, the 48th day of the year. Well, New World Order. So Charlotte Hornets 75. This happened with 75 days left in the year. And there's more New World Order stuff. New World Order 75 and also 174. That's probably why I wrote that down. So yeah, just more news by the numbers. Michael Jordan opening up a clinic. He's all emotional about it. So what about this quote? Maybe we can see. This is just the start of a battle. Let's look at that for fun. See what that equals. Oh, look, here's our 33. We need a 33 in there. Yeah, touch as many people as possible. 303 is 33. Let's see if any of these numbers are prime. I don't know offhand. No. But we got our number. So he's saying that, and Michael, you write out Michael equals 33. You know, underprivileged. 83, like medical clinic. Also like murder. Look at that, in the same cipher, I think. Yeah, underprivileged medical clinic. They go hand in hand. 83 here. What happens at a medical clinic? Murder. Anyway, so that was a story about Jordan. To another story here about this Wheel of Fortune contestant. Uses his intro to say he's trapped in a loveless marriage. Here's the story right here. And I had to laugh at this. He's trapped in a loveless marriage. He used his intro to say that. This was a couple days ago, October 16th. Can I get a DIVORCE? One contestant of Monday night's episode of Wheel of Fortune used his introduction with host Pat Sajak to tell viewers he is trapped, quote, trapped in a loveless marriage, quote, to an, quote, old battle axe, quote. And we'll look at those quotes in a little bit. The big bearded contestant Blair Davis from San Diego said he owned a small trucking business, then went on to describe his family. I've been trapped in a loveless marriage for the last 12 years to an old battle axe named Kim, Davis told the crowd. He continued, she cursed my life with 3 stepchildren, Star, RJ, and Ryan, and I have 1 rotten grandson. Right? He says this. Why does he say this? Sajak joked, no wonder you came here. You just wanted to get away from everybody. Before telling Davis he knew he was being facetious. Absolutely, he says. I love them like nobody's business, Davis said, smiling. Like nobody's business. Weird thing to say. He even said he grows his beard long to keep his grandson happy. Okay. Every time I shave it off, he gives me a really hard time, Davis explained. Don't let it get tangled up in the wheel, that's all we ask, Sajak joked. Right? So here's somebody tweeting, some guy named Philip Lewis, I have no idea who he is, saying, about to start watching Wheel of Fortune again. That's why, look, it's posted at 9:33. I'll show you why that's interesting. 136 people are talking about it. Davis made some fans on Twitter laugh with one writing, "About to start watching Wheel of Fortune again." That's all this is. It's publicity for, it's like an ad for Wheel of Fortune. Let's gain some, let's gain some traction here. Get this thing started. So this story was posted on the 16th. They mentioned the 33 in there. They always try to get their 33 in there at 9:33. Posted on the 16th. Well, in Gematria, 16, one of the few numbers that equals 33. And this happened on the 16th that it was posted. Well, let's get to the decode. Also, he's bearded. Beard, 33. So he's in a loveless marriage. So right away, there's a similarity. Wheel of Fortune and Blair Davis. Why is Blair Davis on Wheel of Fortune? I'll show you why. It's all about Gematria. Wheel of Fortune. So if you notice here, some same numbers. Wheel of Fortune 173 and 74 in reverse and reduction. Blair Davis 173 in reverse and reverse reduction. Wow. That's pretty amazing when it hits twice and it's got that number 74. Right? Spin the wheel and play. So, also Blair Davis 43 on a day with 43 numerology. 10 plus 14 plus 19 equals 43. He's from San Diego. Notice the 43 in Blair Davis. He's from San Diego. San Diego, also 74 and 43. You know, San Diego, Wheel of Fortune and Blair Davis, all 74. And Blair Davis, 43, and San Diego, 43. Right? And San Diego's got Gematria numbers. Check this out. If you write out Gematria or Gematria, pretty close to San Diego. I mean, almost a perfect match. 74, 38, and, well, Gematria doesn't have an S. 142. Look at that. 3 of the 4 or 5 ciphers here, if you include the S exception. That's pretty hitting. I don't know if that's a word. He's got a battle axe wife. Remember we saw the quotes? Battle axe wife equals 74 as well. This is an ode to Gematria, to Gematria. Battle axe wife, 74, also 52. Like, what was also 52? Like Blair Davis. His wife is named Kim. Kim 33. Story posted at 9:33, right? On the 16th, which equals 33. So he's also trapped in a loveless marriage, he says. That equals 141 and 156. And I'll show you why that's interesting. So 141 and 156, if you write out 33, it equals 141 and 156. And he's trapped in a loveless marriage. See that? Also, if you look at 141, the story happened on 10/14. And in Gematria, you take out, well, in other parts of the world, let's back up. They say 14/10. In most of the world, they say that. So in numerology, you drop the 0. So 14/10 is 141. I explain that right here. So Pat Sajak, Let's look at Pat Sajak. Pat Sajak, our old friend, 137 in there. Also 16. Story came out on the 16th, right? 137 happens to be the 33rd prime. Talking to a guy who's got a beard. He's got a wife named Kim, trapped in a loveless marriage, all related to 33. Posted at 933. And Pat Sajak basically equals 33. What's Sajak? Is Patrick Sajak 42? Also a Pat, or Pat, short for Patrick perhaps. Patrick also 33. We're just finding 33s everywhere. What else about this story is interesting? I mean, he says some pretty awful things here and then jokes about it, right? Let's see what this is. We'll just check this out for fun. Well, 407, which is 47, right? He's from San Diego. Wasn't San Diego 47? San Diego 47? 47, that number. Cursed my life. What else? He's big bearded. What is big bearded? We know what beard is. Beard 33. So big bearded. 60 also relationship to 33. You write out 33, it equals 60. He's a contestant. About big bearded. Big bearded contestant. That's where it ends there. So anyway, another story by the numbers. Wheel of Fortune, trying to get, people to watch. I can't believe that show's still on the air. It's been on forever. Let's look that up. How long has Wheel of Fortune been around? Wheel of Fortune. So remember, they guessed letters one at a time, right? Hidden phrases. January 6th, 1975. 1 plus 1, 6, or 16. The 6th day of the year. Let's look at that in our date calendar just for fun. It's been around since 75. Wow. So this is its 44th year of existence. 44 years of mind-numbing stupidity. Yeah, 44 years, 9 months, 1 week, and 4 days, or 16,335 days. Yeah. Wow. I just wanted to see that. That was for my own education, I guess. So, also there's something called Murder by Numbers. So there's a movie called Murder by Numbers, and the movie poster, check out the movie poster here. I don't know if you could see that, but the E looks like a 3, and the B clearly looks like an 8. And why do they do this? You guessed it. Gematria, because murder And these are all rituals. These are all rituals. The people who are in charge are obsessed with ritual. Can't stress that enough. Well, I probably didn't stress it enough in this episode at all. They're obsessed with ritual. 100% obsessed with ritual. And these are numerical rituals. Look at murder, 83. And look at the movie poster. I need to close some tabs here. I got a little too much going on. Oh, here it is. 3-8 or 8-3. Murder's also 38. There's also a song by the Police called Murder by Numbers that came out in 83. Came out in 1983. Let's see. "1983, Murder by Numbers." And let's look at the lyrics here. It's Murder by Numbers, 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABCs. Right here, the band The Police, who commits a lot of murders, in the name of law and order, 1A, 2B, 3C, just like Gematria. It's Murder by Numbers, 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABCs. Once you've decided on a killing, first you make a stone of your heart, and if you find that your hands are still willing, then you can turn a murder into art. There really isn't any need for bloodshed. You just do it with a little more finesse. If you slip a tablet into someone's coffee, then it avoids an awful lot of mess. It's Murder by Numbers, 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABCs. It's Murder by Numbers, 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABCs. Now, if you have a taste for this experience, if you're flushed with your very first success, then you must try a twosome or a threesome. You'll find your conscience bothers you much less. Because murder is like anything you take to, it's a habit-forming need for more and more. You can bump off every member of your family and anybody else you find a bore. It's a game. It becomes a game because it's Murder by Numbers, 1, 2, 3. So that 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, they keep breaking it down for you. It's all about Gematria. Police. Notice in a lot of these articles they say police say. Police 33. And that's something that you can slip into somebody's coffee. Well, arsenic. It's untraceable. Its atomic number is 33. Arsenic. And if you write out arsenic, guess what it equals? Probably guessed it. 33. So let's get back to the story about Representative Elijah Cummings, a key figure in Trump investigation, dies at 68. Elijah Cummings. Here he is. From Baltimore. Dead at 68. So let's look at this from the Baltimore Sun. Powerful political voice in Baltimore and Washington. So many ads and stuff. So anyway, I have it here on my blog. You can go to my blog, danielthelionsden.blogspot.com. So Rep. Elijah Cummings, a longtime Maryland Democrat and key figure leading investigations into President Donald Trump, has died at age 68. his office announced early Thursday morning. He died of complications concerning long-standing health challenges, his office said in a statement. So he served in Maryland's congressional district since 1996, right? 1996. So that's what, 23 years? He served chairman of the House Oversight and Reform Committee. Let's look at that. I forgot. There's so much to look at in these decodes. Oh, oh, this is hilarious. So this guy was born, Elijah, let's find him again. There's the tree of life. Elijah Cummings. He was born on January 18th. See that? January 18th. And you'll notice that he chairs the House Oversight and Reform Committee, which equals 181. In most of the world, they say 18/1. So interesting that he chairs that committee, and he was born on that day. And what's so special about 181? Equals 40, it's the 42nd prime number. And here's another black man. You know, Elijah Eugene Cummings. Let me show you something about his name. Elijah Eugene Cummings. Probably missing an E there. Go back to it in a second. Equals 102 and 93. These are important numbers. Is related to 42 because that awful word for black people equals 42 and 102. And that's what the system thinks about black people. Very racist system. You know, the KKK now wears three-piece suits. Elijah Eugene Cummings equals 102. That N-word equals 102. It's born on 18/1, 181, the 42nd prime number of the House Oversight Committee, which equals 181. So here's a picture of him. Also, death equals 118 in Jewish Gematria. Very relevant cipher. And he was born on 118, death. I'll show you that in a second. In Jewish equals 118. And I mentioned it's the 42nd prime. So it was 93 days from his death to his 69th birthday. See that? 93 days. And what else was 93? Do you remember? His name. Elijah Eugene Cummings equals 93. Who else is 93? What about Malcolm? Oops. All right. Black leader. Malcolm X, 93. Who else? 93. Martin Luther King Jr. 93 as well. Just a coincidence. Both of them, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, both died at the age of 39. Pretty young, you know, very young, in fact, and the reflection of 93. And they met. The only time they met, I believe, was on a day MLK and Malcolm X they met on March 26, 1964. They met only one time, and that was on a day with 93 numerology. 3 plus 26 is 29. plus 64 is 93. These guys, as much as I admire them, and they had a lot of very interesting things to say, very powerful things to say, they were agents. They were allowed to be on this stage because they were agents. In fact, Martin Luther King, that wasn't his real name. His real name is something different. And changed his name. Why? Probably Gematria. And they both died at age 39. What an incredible coincidence. So anyway, it was 93 days from his death to his 69th birthday. And as I mentioned before, Elijah Eugene Cummings equals 93. Right? Just a coincidence. And think about 93, it's a tribute to Saturn. Saturn equals 93. Saturn, the occultists looked at as the sun. That's why they say the sun is 93 million miles away. He's going to be 69, right? And this number 42, born on 18/1 or 181, the 42nd prime, the N-word 42. House Oversight Committee 181. This 21 is important too. I'll show you that. Tribute to Saturn. So also Elijah Eugene Cummings equals 201. Yeah. Just show you this. 201, which is 21. Take out the 0. Zeros don't count in this practice. And this happened on a day with 21 numerology. 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 7 plus 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 is 21. And 39 numerology. We're talking about 39 before, the reflection of 93. 10 plus 17 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0 plus 1 is 39. Oh, I forgot the other 9. Little typo there. In the House of Representatives equals 309 or 39, or 39 for you. Obvious parallels between Elijah Eugene Cummings, Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King, 309. See the 120 as well. 105 is important, House of Representatives. He was a member of the House of Representatives. Also 105, Elijah Eugene Cummings 105 as well. Also, if you just write out Rep. Elijah Cummings like the article says, it equals 93. Let's do that. $93. See that right there? More 93s for you. Full name 93, died 93 days before his 69th birthday. His full name equals 93. Saturn 93, reflection of 39. Also, if you include the end date and go from his birthday to when he died, it was exactly 39 weeks. Just another coincidence, right? What are the odds? And he died, so I kind of sum it up here, right here. Exactly 39 weeks after his 68th birthday, he dies on a day with 39 numerology. 39, the reflection of 93. Just more murder by numbers. 1, 2, 3. Baltimore. What was Baltimore? Let's just look at this and then we're done. Baltimore. MD. That's where he was born. Look, 68. Died at age 68. Investigating Donald Trump. Or Donald Chump. Donald Trump. Oh, Donald J. Trump is 68 as well. Who supposedly killed Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr.? CIA, 68. Anyway, he died at age 68, the reflection of 86. Another sacrifice, blood sacrifice, is 86 as well. It's murder by numbers, 1, 2, 3. It's as easy to learn as your ABCs. It's a clue to what's happening in your world. You know? People just don't up and die. Look what he died of. Complications concerning long-standing health challenges. I never heard of that before. What is that? I don't remember doing this at all. I don't really see anything here. 239, the 52nd prime. Gematria, 52. Kabbalah, 52. Kabbalah. Kabbalah, that's why we're ruled by the cabal. They practice Kabbalah, the cabal. You know, and he's in government 52. Government killed him. Right? Government 52, also this 137 and 47 number. Government 52. He was investigating the president. 52. Exercising his authority. 52. Also these same numbers here. White House. 52. See a lot of the same numbers? And what is this? This is Gematria, Gematria 52. From Kabbalah, 52. How many weeks are there in a year? 52, right? Representation of the tree of life, 52. So, rest in peace to Elijah Cummings. You know, I'm sure I could find more stuff here. Look, he's a member of the 39th district. He's from the 39th district. Oh, God, when he was in the House. Isn't that hilarious? When you know this code, this stuff is crazy. He's from Maryland. Maryland. 47. Right? Everything in D.C. is 47. D.C. is 47. Who's in D.C.? But you got Democrat. There's no difference between the Democrat, 47, and a Republican, 47. They were a Whig party before that, Whig, 47. 47, a number of foundation. In fact, foundation equals 47. 4 and 7 share a relationship. I gotta get going soon here. But if you type in 7, 7 is the 4th prime number. Foundation, 47. The Freemasonic compass set at 47 degrees. Its foundation's also 52. I think framework is 47 as well. Framework, 47. So it's foundation. You set the foundation. And he's He's a key figure in Trump investigation. Trump 47 as well. That's why Trump's the president. Yeah, looking Jewish, it's 470. Same thing as 47. That's why he's president. Trump 47, president 47. And this is why Elizabeth Warren is, maybe Elizabeth Warren will win, who knows. Elizabeth equals 47, also 88. Like Trump, those two have been connected with the Pocahontas thing from a few years ago, saying that she was, I don't know, a percentage of Native American blood. Anyway, it's all theater. That's what this is about. It's all theater. It's Gematria. It's murder by numbers. Check out, I have a YouTube channel called Numerical Lion. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out my blog. It's danielthelionsden.blogspot.com. This is Dan for Gematria Today. Thanks so much. Please spread this knowledge of numbers and letters that is involved in every aspect of our lives, you know. Thank you so much.